All right, more breaking news meanwhile coming in. The Indian community has gathered in solidarity of the Pahalgam terror attack in Finland. On the other hand, there was a solidarity meet by members of the Indian diaspora for victims of Pahalgam terror attack in Spain as well. Meanwhile, members of the Indian diaspora have also held peaceful demonstrations in memory of the Pahalgam terror attack victims in Washington D.C, United States of America. Matpar Singh Negi is live with us on this big story. Matpar Singh Negi, we are seeing from Washington D.C. in the US to Spain to Finland, visuals coming in of our diaspora protesting this incident. What is the messaging, sir, from these protests, and what do you make of these gatherings?
Yeah, can you hear me, Uday?
Absolutely. We can now. Please go ahead, sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, prayer meets and vigil have been organized for the last 4-5 days, and today we did a lot of NRI living in New Jersey, USA, organized a couple of vigil and prayer meets here in New Jersey. I went to one of them in Oak Tree Road, which is called Little India Edition, and there were a lot of people, different organizations, Coalition of Hindus in North America being the biggest one. A lot of other organizations did this vigil and prayer meet, and it was, the message was loud and clear. But first of all, I would like to pay my homage and honor to those 26 lives who were killed in that brutal terrorist attack. People were killed this time on the basis of religion. And this is the first major attack on tourists in Jammu and Kashmir. But please note that for the first time, the valley is also protesting against this senseless killing. The protest from locals is not as large as it should be. We remember when terrorist Burhan Wani was killed, there were like 3-4 lakhs people in this procession. We want to see the same strength from the locals. But at least the good thing is that we are seeing the change in perception from the local Kashmiris. So I think Modi ji should take advantage of this changed perception in the valley and take a decisive action. I think the time has come to take POK back. They always talk about their nuclear arsenals, but I think we should not take that narrative seriously anymore.
All right. Also, Matpar Singh Negi, we've seen how, Pakistan continues to be in this denial mode. There was a similar protest in London. Their embassy staff there misbehaved, made provocative gestures to the Indians who were protesting. We've seen how, of course, in Pakistan as well, the kind of statements that have come in from ministers in the government, the kind of statements that have come in from leaders including Shehbaz Sharif and Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, it all seems that they are, in denial mode. They continue to want to be this terror state.
Yeah, that's their, that has been always there. That they always are in denial mode, whether it was Uri, Pulwama, Pathankot, 26/11, Mumbai. They always ask for dossiers, evidence, and government of India gave. They say it's not sufficient. It's not sufficient. They gave again. It's not sufficient. They never accept anything. And today, everybody knows. The whole world knows who did 26/11 Mumbai. But today, still they are, in denial mode. But that's their narrative. So the whole world knows that. But I work for United Nations, and there were a lot of we used to talk to the Pakistani diplomatic community, and their narrative at UN also is same. They always are in denial mode, and the moment you talk to them something, they always talk about their nuclear arsenals. हमारे पास तो ये है, हमारे पास वो है. I mean, that's why I said it's the time not to take that narrative seriously. They always talk about that. They have nothing to do other than that.
Yes. Also, you understand, of course, diplomatic relations, very closely, as you have been at the United Nations, as you were just telling us. What do you make also of the outpouring from the world leaders as well of support to India? Global leaders telephoning Prime Minister Modi, telephoning our Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar, conveying their support, conveying their backing to India. What do you make of this global outpouring of support that has also come in after Pahalgam?
Yeah, so this global outpouring of support is not a new thing in favor of India. It has always been there. In the United Nations corridor, the Kashmir issue was not there. It was non-issue actually. Pakistan always talks about Kashmir issue, the resolution and all that. But it's a dead issue now, actually. In the corridors of United Nations, nobody ever takes that narrative seriously. Kashmir issue is kind of dead issue for United Nations. They don't talk about this. And the whole diplomatic committee, all the countries of United Nations member states are with India. Most of them. I'm not saying 100%. There are definitely a few all-weather friends of Pakistan. But other than them, only a few. All these countries are with India on Kashmir.
Do you believe then
issue.
that this is
So
the right time to teach Pakistan a lesson once and for all?
I think this is the time to take POK back because Modi ji has taken some really important decisions which nobody could take all these 70, 75 years. So we all know about these decisions, but I think this was pending decision, and this is the moment now. This is the opportunity for us to
Okay.
take that decisive action as
All right.
well.
Matpar Singh Negi, thank you very much for joining us with your perspective on this big story. Meanwhile, over 13 locations are currently